This is the rundown on A2DRadio.com. We're not even 10 seconds in, and Sean is already wrong.
Yeah, right.
What we were talking about pre-show. He is wrong. Me and Ralph are right. It's scary. We're not gonna be like the dial because we were having a Marcus Mariota trade conversation.
That is true. I would have done that trade.
I would have done the draft too.
You would have done the draft.
I would have done the trade too.
Yes.
Okay, 2 first-round draft.
Yes.
Picks, right? which the second round last year was Eric Rowe, but you didn't know.
I don't need that.
Because if
that's
you trade
great.
him away,
I don't miss any of. I don't miss Aguilar. I don't miss Rowe.
Well,
the only player in that thing I miss is Fletcher Cox, and he's replaceable.
But the Eagles drafted Eric Rowe and drafted Aguilar. You don't know. You don't know what the other team was going to draft when they. You know what I mean? With the draft picks.
Do I care?
You're getting Marcus Mariota.
Yeah, I've got my guy.
All right.
He played 14 games. The only reason why he got hurt is because the offensive line for the Tennessee Titans is
The only reason he got hurt is because they had that dirty hit to his knee.
Is Marcus Mariota going to be one of the best quarterbacks in the league?
Yes, he is.
We'll see.
Yeah. He's going to be a superstar.
Dude, they were one trade away from being.
We'll see.
We're live in the. You don't think he's going to be a superstar?
I can't tell you.
That's right. You live in 1990, where everybody's got to be big and tall and an unathletic pocket passer.
I want a 6'5", 6'6" quarterback. That,
Carson Wentz.
No, and I don't want a mobile quarterback. I want a guy that's going to hit in the pocket
Listen,
and eat you alive.
Can I ask you a question?
Yeah.
What is Andrew Luck a pocket passer to you?
Andrew Luck is a pocket passer.
Okay, now Andrew Luck
100%.
is it? No, he's not.
I would trade Andrew Luck right now for. Yeah,
hold on.
If you're going to ask me to do that trade for Andrew Luck, I would do it.
This is what I'm trying to explain to you, Sean. This is the new school pocket passer. Andrew Luck is not an old school pocket passer. An old school pocket passer was Peyton, was Tom Brady, was those type. Joe Montana, who doesn't move. Just what does Andrew Luck do? When Andrew Luck gets in trouble and there's pressure, Andrew Luck escapes. He runs for first downs. He'll run for touchdowns. He's a mobile guy who stands back there and shreds you down the field. But you have to be mobile now in today's game.
But here's the thing. You do a check down. Check down 1, check down 2, check down 3.
And he does that.
My 3 routes, I have to take over because someone's going to smash me. So I have to. But there's 3 check downs. But a guy like Cam Newton, okay, a guy like, the mobile quarterback.
He looks at his one read and goes.
Exactly. That's where I'm getting at. They don't win
Cam
Super
Newton
Bowls,
goes through more than one read. That's Andrew Luck's going to win Super Bowls.
Zach. Who?
Andrew Luck is going to win Super Bowls.
We don't know that, Zach.
Andrew Luck is going to be the prototypical quarterback you want in this game for the next decade.
Did they make the playoffs last year?
They were banged up last year. Everybody was injured last year.
Ring the bell. Round 1.
I love it.
If you really want to be an idiot and try to sit here and tell me that Andrew Luck is not going to be the prototypical,
I would take him right now.
Oh, well, that's my point.
I would give up draft.
So if he's the prototypical franchise quarterback for the next 10 years, which if you agree with that,
I would do it.
I agree with that. He's the prototypical franchise quarterback for the next 10 years. Believe it or not, Sean,
I would do it right now.
He's a mobile guy.
I would do it right now.
He's athletic. He can run around.
Marcus Mariota. All right, who's better, Andrew Luck or Marcus Mariota?
At the moment, Andrew Luck.
100%.
Andrew Luck's a top 3 quarterback in this game.
100%. I would say top 5.
But my point is, though, but he's mobile. When shit breaks down, he escapes, and he's not just running like somebody slow. His coach last year told him he needs to stop playing the quarterback position like he's a linebacker. He likes to run, he runs around guys. He'll run for first downs and touchdowns when he needs to. He'll run through you if he has to get an extra yard. The guy's mobile, not to the extent where we're going to call him a mobile quarterback, but he's this new school breed of what a pocket passer is supposed to be. There has to be some athleticism involved with mobility in the new school quarterback position. I'm not saying you have to be Cam Newton, where you're running for 15 touchdowns and running for 1,500 yards. You don't have to be that guy.
Well, the only reason why you had to do it is because you had no wide receivers to throw to.
And Cam Newton also had the top 2 best defense in national football.
But the new school quarterback, that's what the new school quarterback is. It's Andrew Luck. The ability to stand back there and throw the ball down the field and shred you all up, but he also has that the athleticism and the mobility to be able to use his legs when he has to run for yards, first downs, touchdowns, and whatever.
He's not fast, but he makes sure the route.
He's not fast?
Listen. If it's a fly route, say it happens if you have one guy running a fly pattern, another guy running a post, another guy doing a slant, he makes sure that, okay, check down 1, check down 2. There's no one there. Okay, I got to go run. If I got to pick up 4 yards, you picked up 4 yards. Good job. You slid. Right.
What I mean? But he's smart about it, right?
But other quarterbacks that are, you want to call mobile, that they don't wait until the play develops and they want to go right away. They're panicking and they don't win Super Bowls because they panic. That's where I'm trying to get at. But Andrew Luck, if you're asking me right now, Sean, would you give up 2 first-round draft picks, Fletcher Cox, and another pick for Andrew Luck, I'm doing it in a heartbeat.
I think we saw with Marcus Mariota last year, and he made this deliberate effort. Now, we saw him run for a 90-yard touchdown, but he made the deliberate effort, and you saw it all throughout the course of the year. He committed to being a pocket passer, standing back there and throwing, and he's obviously got the great athleticism to go run 90 yards for a touchdown.
It doesn't look like he doesn't look like he was a pocket passer. He was comfortable with the pocket passing last year.
I thought he looked completely comfortable as a pocket passer. He did it at Oregon. I mean, what people forget when if you watch a lot of Oregon games, I mean, there's a reason he threw for over 4,000 yards and 4,200 yards or whatever it was. The guy doesn't just run all around the field
because by the first quarter they were up 70-0.
The guy stands back there and he throws, but he just has the athleticism to go along with that.
But you give up your whole entire future. Like, look, all right, let's
how are we giving up a whole future? Eric Rowe stinks so far.
Well, dude, okay.
Nelson Aguilar stunk last year.
He was thrown to the wolves. His first ever really game was against Megatron. A Hall of Famer.
I'm not going to miss Eric Rowe or Nelson Aguilar. I give those picks up to get Marcus Mariota. Eric Rowe, you're not going to sit here and convince me that if we wait on Eric Rowe long enough, he'll turn into a Hall of Famer.
You're saying that after the fact, but if you go, listen, let's
you don't know me. He did back then. Matt can tell you. Back then, I was saying the same thing I'm saying now. Do the damn trade.
No, I'm just saying. Just say Tennessee.
I'll let you get into it one minute. I got to get our sponsor out there, then I'll let you get your point out.
You got it.
We're live in the Legends Tap Studio. That's best pizza this side of the Delaware. 318 High Street in Burlington, New Jersey. Give them a call at 609-386-3001. Follow them on Facebook at Legends Tap. And a new show sponsor. We're brought to you by the Sports Outlet now. For all your sporting needs, go to 703 Black Horse Pike in Glendora, New Jersey. Give them a call at 856-939-2030. Email sportsoutletnj@comcast.net. Visit their website, sportsoutletinc.com. The reason we're having this big conversation to kick off the show is the theme for today, I guess you could say today's show, has to do with this idea, the rumors going around the Eagles possibly trading up to a top 2 or 3 pick to get a variety of players. I've heard Jalen Ramsey. I've heard one of the quarterbacks. It seems like at the moment the realistic idea, if that would have happened, would be they're targeting a quarterback, specifically Carson Wentz, because at the moment the Eagles are at his workout.
Dude,
Jeffrey Lurie is there.
It's terrible.
And what is kind of getting me thinking more and more about this, I'll let you get your point out there in a minute there, Ralph. What's getting me thinking a lot about it is I think the Eagles are taking it serious. I don't think it's just smoke and mirrors. If Jeffrey Lurie's out there at these workouts watching these quarterbacks, I don't just think this is an idea or a rumor. Oh, they're one of 4 teams that could trade up. I think it's a really serious possibility at this point. If they like one of these kids enough at the workout that Jeffrey Lurie says, hey, that's what we're going to do. We got to draft one of those kids. He's our future.
I don't do it. You know
why? They're going to go, but he's going back to the glory days with Andy Reid also. You know what I mean? You look at the blueprints. Okay,
Michael Irvin hit it on the head when he said this was an apology to Andy Reid from letting him go. This is an apology, bro. Come on, you don't trade up and get Carson Wentz, who played lower Division I football, technically Division II football, FCS. If you really want to talk about it,
it's not Division II football. Westchester University's Division II football. Okay, it's a big difference between that and North Dakota State.
For a national championship, South Dakota State too, or North Dakota State, wherever you freaking play. Because
what do you go play, Ralph?
Most relevant.
What are you playing?
Most relevant.
What are you playing?
Playing quarterback.
Oh, you're playing. Oh, he's playing quarterback.
Okay, ready?
What are you playing?
Who? Me?
You.
Who? You ever see me run?
Oh, well, you're playing. So we're gonna have you as a quarterback and you as a running back.
And we'll win
wide receiver.
You're going to be a wide receiver. You're going to be a quarterback.
Me and him will win you 4 national championships.
Great. And my 130-pound ass is playing offensive line.
By the way, you know I'm talking about 8 years ago. I'm not talking about now.
Yeah, my 130-pound ass is going to play offensive line.
Listen. We're
not winning anything. That team stinks.
Maybe if he was good, maybe we could see what he did against if he played Oregon. Maybe he gets slashed right there. He played in the lowest level for Division
That's fine. So did Steve McNair.
I could throw 4,000 touchdown passes in Division Division I too.
You couldn't throw anything. You couldn't throw a water bottle to the offensive lineman coming off the bench.
Wait until he gets into the big league.
Ralph, what he's saying
he's a bust.
What he's saying is you couldn't hit water if you fell.
Exactly.
Or you couldn't hit the ocean.
They wouldn't even let you be the equipment manager.
Yeah, okay.
You couldn't even hand water bottles out to all the players.
Yeah, okay.
I should more or less say Rehoboth Beach in Wildwood.
If he played at top school in college, he would get waxed, dude. You get waxed.
Would they? They've beaten some big time FBS programs. They beat
Minnesota.
It's a Big Ten program.
Oh my God.
Great.
Minnesota hasn't
Minnesota
been
wins
ranked.
5 games in the
Minnesota
Big Ten
hasn't
every
been
year.
ranked in freaking 50 years.
Right. So what I'm telling you though is North Dakota State could play in the Big Ten with a school like that. Maybe not right now that Carson Wentz is gone.
Not against Ohio State. Not against Michigan State. Not against Michigan.
Great.
Oh hell no.
But they can play against
Carson
Minnesota.
Wentz will get broken into two.
Great. Minnesota gets to play against those schools.
Because Minnesota sucks.
So why does Minnesota get to play Ohio State? Here's my point. Steve McNair, Joe Flacco, they're FCS quarterbacks. Who did Joe Flacco beat at Delaware? Appalachian State. Good for him.
Yeah.
Now he's winning Super Bowls.
You went to Delaware for football. Good job, bud.
No,
well, that's what I'm saying. Now he's winning Super Bowls.
Hold on a
Just
second.
won one.
Hold on
Won
a second.
one.
Let's talk about Joe Flacco.
Good job. One Super Bowl.
Who did he play?
One Super Bowl, Zach.
Before he went to Delaware, he actually went to
Pittsburgh.
He went to Pittsburgh.
Right.
I knew that.
He's at the bench.
Well, yeah, he only stayed there for a year. He only stayed there for a year and then he left. But the chances of him winning that starting job pretty quickly after if he would have stayed there, it's probably likely. I mean, come on.
So he went to a Division lower school, Division 1 lower school,
and now he's making $120 million.
But what
seemed like a pretty damn good decision, right?
What did Joe Flacco have? A very good defense.
Yeah.
Well, let's talk about that. Okay,
that's fine. He carried them on his back in the playoffs to win him a Super Bowl. He threw 11 touchdowns with no picks in the playoffs.
He was very lucky at the end of the game with the coverage, the broken down coverage with Jacoby Jones.
Great
against the Denver Broncos. Are we going to talk about
listen,
that?
Sean. You're right. That's lucky, but let's not kid ourselves here. To win a Super Bowl, you got to get lucky. To win a Super Bowl, you get lucky at some point. You have your lucky moment.
The 2007 Giants.
Everybody got their lucky moments.
Yeah,
I'm just saying Carson Wentz is going to be a bust because in college he never played the Oregon teams. He never played the Florida State teams. He never played the Clemson teams. He never played the Alabama.
I'm not giving up.
What's it have to do? What's it have to do with the success he's going to have? I just proved that wrong. Joe Flacco's won a Super Bowl coming from a similar program that Carson Wentz comes from.
Yeah, but
talent is talent.
Zach, I understand that. But the move down 7 spots, Zach, I'm not giving up.
That's what I agree with.
3 first-round draft.
That's what I'm trying to get at.
I might not trade up to the second pick.
I'm not trading up to the second pick and getting Carson Wentz, a kid who didn't play top-notch Division I football.
And you're jeopardizing your whole future.
Zach, I'm saying you can go to North Dakota State and win 4 national championships because the teams that are playing in the lower Division 1 football suck. They suck. They stink, dude.
I mean, some of the teams are competitive.
Matt could do it.
No,
Sean could do it. I could do it.
Yeah, great. And I'm gonna be calling a World Series next year too. I'm gonna be the play-by-play announcer. I'm replacing Joe Buck on Fox for the 2017 World Series.
Joe Buck sucks anyway.
Do you know that?
Joe Buck sucks.
Do you know that? Book it.
Terrible.
Book it. Book it.
Believe it or not, we all don't like Joe Buck, but believe it or not, his ratings are sky high.
Book it. I'll be the first play-by-play announcer for the new incarnation of the Seattle SuperSonics in 5 years. Book it. Okay? Since you can, win national championships at the FCS level.
But do you agree, Zach, all honesty, do you agree that if you have to move up, because you're probably going to have to move up to the number 1, okay? Because obviously they have Marcus Mariota.
Yeah, no, I think you'd have to move up to 2 because the Titans aren't going to draft a quarterback.
Right, exactly. And I think the Dallas Cowboys are now looking at him because they're going to have to look at, we have to replace Romo. Romo, in my opinion, he ain't going to make it this year, bro. He's going to get hurt. He's going to get hurt.
Romo's made of glass.
He's going to get hurt
again. They need somebody that they feel like they can play behind him just so they're comfortable.
Especially with that offensive line.
I think they draft Joey Bosa.
And the Dallas Cowboys are at their peak right now with that offensive line. It's so nasty.
I think they draft Joey Bosa, though.
Go ahead. Go right ahead.
I think Bosa is the perfect player for them.
Go right ahead.
He can play defensive end. I think what they want to transition into. The reason DeMarcus Ware isn't there anymore is now they want to play a little bit more of a 4-3 defense. It's the reason Greg Hardy's there as a defensive end pass rusher. He's the perfect player for them. They don't want to pay Greg Hardy $100 million or $80 million, whatever the hell it is. They've got a player in Joey Bosa. I think they could bring in right there at 4, wherever the hell they're picking, and be a perfect fit for
Greg Hardy. How many sacks did he have last year again?
Who cares?
Exactly. Well, he stinks.
He sucks.
He's not that good.
It's terrible.
I don't know if he stinks. I can tell you this, though. He shouldn't be allowed to sign an $80 million extension when Ray Rice is getting blackballed from even having tryouts.
I don't think anyone's going to pick him up.
Who, Ray Rice?
No.
Greg Hardy.
Greg Hardy.
Yeah. No.
I think his career's over, bro.
Well, it should be. I mean, you saw the pictures that came. See, here's my point. See, Tom O'Neill has something we talked about. Any man that puts his hands on a woman is a scumbag, and I agree 100%. If you're sitting here beating women, especially making that type of money every year, doing what you do, you're a scumbag. There's no place for that in the game. But if I'm going to sit here and we're just going to play this game, I look at somebody like Ray Rice who's done nothing but try to make amends for what happened in that elevator in that video that we saw in Atlantic City in the hotel, as far as speaking about it in public, as far as public apologies, as far as this aspect and that side of it. And the NFL, because Roger Goodell's upset about the image it gave him in his league, and this was talked about with the NFLPA with Eric Winston, that there seems to be an effort on the NFL's part to blackball Ray Rice out of the league and keep him from even getting a tryout. And here's your evidence. Steven Jackson had retired, and he ends up on the Patriots last year trying to win a Super Bowl, and Ray Rice can't even get a damn tryout.
Exactly.
Forget a contract, but a tryout? You got guys coming out of retirement. Chris Johnson fell off the face of the earth and then landed in Arizona. And next thing you know, it was like he was running, for 2,000 yards
before
again.
he got hurt.
And Ray Rice can't get a tryout, for God's sakes? Come on. Arian Foster just blew apart his Achilles. How many different running backs did they have down there? And Ray Rice can't get a tryout? Right. Like, it's just ridiculous. But Greg Hardy, meanwhile, can still sign an $80 million extension.
I want to touch base on this, too. Ralph, you're going to disagree with me on this. LaShawn McCoy, you mark my word, in the next month, they're investigating. LaShawn McCoy is going to get locked up.
No.
Sean McCoy's a scumbag.
Mark my word. Mark this date down, and I said that.
No.
Within a month, he will. They are going to go, and they're going to lock him up.
Because he's a football player.
It doesn't matter.
That's all I'm saying.
He's a football player.
If he was will be locked up in the next month.
If he was a football player in Philadelphia, it would matter. The fact that he used to be a player here and now he plays for Buffalo is the reason he won't get preferential treatment. Because the Philadelphia PA, what's it called?
Department.
Not the police department, the PD, but like the prosecutors.
Right.
The Philadelphia prosecution, that works with the Philadelphia courts, and they're not going to let some guy like this get off with preferential treatment just because of the fact that he's a former Eagle that we now hate. You know what I mean?
Football player.
That's hated in this city.
I'm going to tell you, the investigation is still going on. Even though that it's kind of, swept under the carpet and you haven't heard anything from it, you watch the next month. That's all I'm going to tell you.
Why?
It's going to happen.
Why?
Mark this date down. Mark this day. We were on the 30th. We were March 30th. Remember, I said March 30th that he will be arrested. That's all I'm trying to tell you. You watch.
You know something?
I have a crystal ball.
He's got an insider.
I have a crystal ball. That's all I'm saying.
He's got a friend that works for Philadelphia.
I have
PD.
a crystal ball.
How much money you want? How much money you want me so you can tell me?
What do you want to do?
I'll give you $200.
He's going to be locked up. That's all I'm going to tell you. No, I have a crystal ball. I'm just predicting the future.
And mark my words. What is it? March 30th. Phillies only going to win 50 games.
You don't, Ralph. all I'm trying to tell you.
You two are knuckleheads.
Well, come on. I said 70. I'm being a realist.
Yeah, but you're over here arguing about whether Shady's going to get arrested. Y'all are ready to play rock, paper, scissors and make bets over. I'll bet you. He's going to get arrested in 2 weeks. I bet you.
Because they're not talking about it right now. They don't let something like this go. There was two guys that were beat up and put in the hospital.
He's not going to
jail. You don't let this go,
he's a
bro.
National Football League player.
Ralph, they have video on him. I'm telling you.
Doesn't matter, dude.
He's going to get locked up.
Listen,
I'm glad they're not talking about this on the radio anymore. I'm glad that this is not like
thank God.
Yeah, there's a reason they're not talking about it on the radio, because at this point it's irrelevant. And I'm with you. I think he should get arrested, but I don't know why we're beating a dead horse at this point with it, making bets over things that haven't even happened, and that
it's just more or less.
Let's be honest. Even if you won the bet, he's not paying you, and if you lost the bet, you're not paying him.
Yeah.
So this is a stupid bet.
But I'm just telling you.
Well, you're an idiot. Why would you pay somebody if you lost a bet?
Because
make him pay you.
Because you got to be a man of your word, bro.
Not if they can't beat you. Can he beat you in a fight?
We didn't say we're freaking cousins. We're not going to duke it out.
Well, that's even more of a reason to fight. You cousins, you beat each other up all the damn time. You owe me $50. Yeah, I don't care. It's that kind of my cousins and me got into it when we were young.
Yeah, but if the Eagles do draft up, well, you won't be seeing another Super Bowl for at least 20 years. Just letting you know that. Right
Why? Because this Carson Wentz going to be the quarterback for the next.
He's a disease.
All I'm saying is this. Listen to what I'm saying.
Carson Wentz is a disease.
Listen, Zach, the only thing I draft up for 3 first-round draft picks and a guy like Fletcher Cox, if you know, and you know for a fact that he's going to be a top 5 franchise quarterback, and he's going to give you an opportunity to put your team in a position to win. And win now. And the Eagles right now, unfortunately, I can't see that they're in the process of winning now.
No.
You know what I mean?
They draft Carson Wentz.
They're in a rebuilding stage. And I'm going to say that Brooks, okay? He went against JJ Watt every day of practice. That was a huge sign, okay? You got Jason Kelce. He had a bad year last year, but I think Jason Kelce's going to be back. I mean, like back to old Jason Kelsey. Okay, Peters, wear and tear, father time. You got one more year out of him.
Replace him,
but you got one more year out of him. Okay,
you can draft an offensive. You can draft an offensive lineman in like the 6th, 7th round.
Yeah, but I mean, I have to go with if Stanley's on the board, you got to take Stanley.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Definitely. Well, at 8, especially at 8.
Listen, I'm
if he's still on the board, if he's not on the board and we don't trade up, we take Treadwell.
I'm with you guys. I don't think it's smart to trade up the top 2 pick either. But the question isn't really much more of what we think. The question, and this is the question you can find on our Twitter page at A2DRadio_com, should the Eagles trade up for a top 2 pick? Our opinions obviously are no, but the bigger question is necessarily how we feel. It's what the Eagles are going to do. Mm-hmm. And as I've tried to hint at, I think the Eagles are taking this a little bit more serious than I would like them to. The fact that Jeffrey Lurie's at these workouts scares me. We're going to pick this conversation up on the other side of the break. This is the rundown on A2DRadio.com. We're talking Eagles, talking these rumors as far as trading up, Carson Wentz, Phillies opening day coming up tomorrow in the next couple of days, Sixers fantasy draft. As far as who you would take at number 1 if they got the number 1 pick, I keep hearing a lot of people telling me Buddy Hield or Brandon Ingram over Ben Simmons. You guys are crazy and knuckleheads.
Not me.
So we got to talk about
Not
it.
me.
I'm taking Ben Simmons.
I'm taking Ben Simmons.
But we'll all get into it. This is the rundown on A2DRadio.com. We're brought to you
Ben Simmons came in hold a 2.2
by Martino Roofing. More than 15 years of roofing experience. If you were getting paid $200,000 a year, I wouldn't go to class either. Stop. Proudly serving Seoul, New Jersey, as well as Pennsylvania, Delaware, and the entire South Jersey area. Give them a call, 609-792-5103. Email martinoroofing@comcast.net. Visit the website, martinoroofingllc.com.
You're listening to the worldwide leader of real talk, A2DRadio.com.
A2DRadio.com is sponsored by Romeo's Termite and Pest Control. Family owned and operated, Romeo's only employs the safest, most effective methods to rectify your situation. Whether it's at your house or at your commercial residence, no matter what the concern may be, they'll get the job done. Raccoons, squirrels, bed bugs, termites, you name it, they'll take care of it. Satisfaction guaranteed. Give them a call at 856-341-3927 or look them up on Facebook at Romeo's Pest Control or visit their website at www.romeospestcontrol.com, your local pest control provider. A2DRadio.com is sponsored by Martino Roofing. With more than 15 years of roofing experience, they have all the services that you need, whether it's new construction, tear-offs, replacements, or re-roofs for your residential or commercial business. They'll provide a detailed service in a timely and professional manner. So you can give them a call for a free consultation at 609-792-5103. Send them an email at martinoroofing@comcast.net or visit them on the web at www.martinoroofingllc.com. The number again is 609-792-5103. Martino Roofing.
This is Tom Arnone, owner and founder of A2DRadio.com. What if I told you I knew the best caterer in the business? Well, I'm not going to lie to you. It's Obi's Catering. You can contact Obi's Catering at cateringby.obi@yahoo.com or give Chris O'Brien a call at 856-534-8410. From graduations to wedding rehearsals to just if you need food cooked in your house. He'll do it all. He's trying to change the world one dish at a time. That's Obi's Catering. Chris O'Brien, 856-534-8410. Tell him Tommy A from A2DRadio.com sent you, and you get 20% off. I'm going hungry.
A2DRadio.com is proudly sponsored by Gibson Mayer LLC Certified Public Accountants. Gibson Mayer, located in Yardley, PA, is a leading accounting and business consulting firm with a proven track record of handling critical issues with expertise across many different industries, including construction, distribution, hospitality, manufacturing, real estate, service trades, merchandising, professional services, and professional athletes. Give them a call at 215-369-3300. That's 215-369-3300. Your initial consultation is always free, and if you tell them that Tom and Mike from AM and the PM sent you, you'll receive 15% off all income tax services completed by February 15th. That's Gibson Mayer, LLC, Certified Public Accountants, 215-369-3300, or visit them on the web at www.gibsonmayer.com. That's gibsonmayer.com.
You're listening to The Rundown, only on A2DRadio.com.
It is The Rundown on A2DRadio.com, brought to you by Scanzano Sports Center, located at 5 Carnegie Plaza in Cherry Hill, New Jersey. Give them a call at 856-889-3434. Visit their website, www.scanzanosports.com. Should the Eagles trade for a top 2 pick?
No, you do not. You stay at 8. Stay at 8 and you take Treadwell.
That is the question. Should you
if
trade?
Stanley's not on the board, you take Treadwell. If Stanley's on the board, you take him.
Why not take Vernon Hargreaves?
I love where they're at. I love 8.
Well, this is the reason I don't get trading up from 8. Again, like if we're talking about the Jalen Ramsey idea, that's stupid. Just take Vernon Hargreaves then at 8. I'm not going to trade up to 2 to get a player that's very, very similar to what I'm going to get at 8. You know, he's not Deion Sanders up there at the top of the board. You know what I mean? Like, for all we know at this point, Vernon Hargreaves could be the better defensive back than Jalen Ramsey. So I'm not doing that move. If they want to trade up to a top 2 pick to get one of these quarterbacks, specifically Carson Wentz, I'm on the other side of the fence with Ralph as far as I don't think where he played at college has anything to do with whether or not the kid can end up being a superstar.
Dude, it does. It does.
Steve McNair was a flat-out superstar. He played at Alcorn State. Where was Alcorn State at, Ralph? Where's Alcorn State?
Then it wasn't playing an Oregon defense, wasn't playing Ohio State defense.
Where's Alcorn State?
Michigan State defense, wasn't playing an Alabama defense, wasn't playing a
Great,
Clemson
and he's a
defense,
flat-out
He
superstar.
was a yard away from winning the Super Bowl.
Hey, he's Aaron McNair.
yard.
He's not a winner.
Yeah.
Right?
He's not a winner.
He was. He was a yard
The guy
away
was a
from winning the Super
flat-out
Bowl.
winner. The guy played through
is he?
broken legs. He played through broken
Is he?
feet,
Is
broken
he?
hand.
Is he?
Dude, the dude was banged up.
Does
He
got
was
a ring on
always
his
winning.
finger? Does he got a ring on his finger?
I'll
No,
never
so he's not a
forget
winner.
that Super Bowl. That was heartbreaking.
Ralph's an idiot. Ralph's a flat-out, stone-cold idiot.
Kurt Warner's a winner. He's got a ring on his finger.
Kurt Warner is a winner.
Yeah.
Anywhere he went, he won.
McNair's
You know,
not.
went to Arizona and he.
McNair's not. He don't got a ring on his finger.
God,
Steve
God
McNair.
rest his soul, man. He died. It's tragedy too.
Steve McNair's legit. Did you watch the football? I watched the Football
Yeah.
Life recently on Steve
He's a
McNair on
good
the
player.
NFL
He's a
Network.
real good player.
The guy's just a freak of nature. And they're talking about, like, you know, I mean, for the record, Alcorn State, I think, is in like Mississippi.
Yeah.
One of those places.
And he also had a really good running back.
Well, he did. He had Eddie George. Yeah, and Eddie
Hey, he
George was
a stud,
phenomenal.
Dude, he was a stud.
You know,
not a
Eddie
winner
George
either.
for a 5-year period. How about this? How about
He shouldn't even. Eddie George shouldn't even.
he's from Philadelphia. Eddie George is from Philadelphia.
Yeah, you can tell he's not a winner.
Wanted to
Shut up.
Ralph is such an idiot. I know. He wanted to go to Penn State, and then Penn State wanted to turn him into a linebacker because he was like 240 pounds. He was like Derrick Henry. You know, Derrick Henry. I was like, if I had to pick a running back to compare Derrick Henry to, I think Eddie George is a fair comparison for what Derrick Henry could be as a running back. Big, 6'3", 240 plus pounds. That was Eddie George. Eddie George went to Ohio State because Penn State wanted to make him a linebacker. And then Steve McNair, I think, wanted to go somewhere. He wanted to go to the University of Miami. He wanted to go to Florida State. I think he wanted to go to Florida State, something like that. They wanted to turn him into like a running back or something like that. And he wanted to play quarterback. And so he went to Alcorn State because like they were like the only Division I program to offer him a football scholarship. My question is, who in the hell was in charge of recruiting for those two programs?
Let me ask you a question.
Where we weren't offering them scholarship.
Where was he drafted at?
McNair?
Like what?
McNair was like the 4th overall pick.
4th overall.
Yeah.
Pick.
McNair was like, I mean, Flacco went like 18 out of an FCS program. McNair came out of Alcorn State and went like 4th overall.
They didn't win a Super Bowl.
They won a lot of games in Tennessee.
Doesn't matter.
They did win a lot of games.
And I mean, and like, did he ever have a legit receiver? Not really.
Did he win?
You know, he didn't really have a legit receiver ever. Their defense was okay. It was never phenomenal.
Did he win a Super Bowl?
Pretty much him and Eddie George with that offense.
No, he didn't win a Super Bowl. He's not a winner.
Shut up, Ralph. No, you know how many people haven't won a damn Super Bowl?
It's hard.
You're not even making sense over there. Jesus. We got to take a break for station identification on
Try well, right, Ralph? Try well.
You're listening to A2D Radio. A2D Radio. A2D Radio. At A2DRadio.com.
The rundown on A2DRadio.com. I'm stuck in the middle of a moron sandwich.
Not me.
Yeah. You're one side
Not
of it.
me.
This one over here, the knucklehead across from me, that'd be Ralph Delavecchio. Oh, my God. You're in rare form today, aren't you, Ralph?
Yeah, who's a better winner, Emmitt Smith or Barry Sanders? Emmitt Smith because he got rings. Barry Sanders got no rings.
He had the
Stupid
best
ass
offensive. That's retarded. Barry Sanders probably the best running back.
Barry Sanders is the greatest running back of all time.
And he played
like.
9 years.
Oh, yeah.
Barry Sanders and Jim Brown, like the two greatest running backs of all time.
Barry Sanders,
Barry Sanders is good. Barry Sanders is good.
He's a Hall of
great.
Famer.
He doesn't have a ring, Sean.
Great.
He doesn't have a ring.
Ralph,
It
Ralph,
Running backs don't win you anything.
Ralph, he had a
Doesn't
bad offensive line. If you
matter.
let me tell you something. If he
Oh,
swapped,
he was the greatest of all time, but he made a one playoff
Listen,
game with the Lions.
Ralph,
Oh, he's
This
great.
conversation is making me feel like I'm
Ralph,
losing IQ
Ralph,
points.
if he swap spots with Emmitt Smith, okay,
Emmitt
and he
Smith
sets
win.
all kinds of records.
He's a winner.
Emmitt Smith didn't win nothing. That's like the Cowboys fans that try to make it about Troy Aikman being a top 5 quarterback of all time because he got 4 rings.
Well,
he also had the greatest offensive line ever, Emmitt Smith. He had Michael Irvin on the outside, Deion Sanders.
guess
Neon
what?
Deion's the greatest defensive back of all time. Get the hell out of here.
Can I tell you something? They had nine draft picks for Herschel Walker, and 5 of the draft picks were Hall of Famers from that deal.
Yeah.
So let's talk
How
about
many Hall of Famers are surrounding Troy Aikman and Emmitt Smith?
Let's talk about that. All right. Now we're talking about trading up that you have to give up your future. Okay. The Cowboys got 9 draft picks.
Yeah.
5 Hall of Famers from one player, and that's why they had 3 Super Bowl rings.
Yeah.
Okay. So what? Let's do
Because they
that.
had a winner as their running back,
let me
and
tell you
that's
something.
Emmitt Smith.
So let me tell you something. If we do trade up, we go to like Cleveland or we go to wherever, and we try to get
Listen,
one player for Carson
I
Wentz.
seen something.
Good. We're gonna have a team. Okay. That, like the St. Louis Rams, they did for RG3. Remember that?
Right.
How many players they give up? I think it was 6. Right.
A lot.
The Redskins
lot.
gave up 5 players. Yeah,
5 players, and all of them start right now. All of them start
Dude,
for St. Louis.
Yeah, all of them are underperformers. They all stink though in St.
No,
Louis.
listen. I remember the game.
The best player they got out of that deal was Tavon Austin.
But listen, they wind up sending.
Stinks.
I remember they
Yeah.
wind up. They
Overrated.
Listen, they wind up.
He's not a winner.
They wound up sending for a coin toss, and it was 23-0. I remember this game. Okay, the Redskins lost 23-0, and I'll never forget is that RG3 went out there for a coin toss, and the 5 players that it was in that draft class for RG3 went out for that coin toss. So they were trying to. It was like more or less like a head game that they were. You know what I mean? They wound up.
Listen,
winning.
I seen
how
something
about like
on the
when-
web that the Eagles with the trading up and stuff. That
You saw it on the web?
yeah.
This is like 1996.
Sorry.
I saw it on the web.
That's why I'm a Smith.
There's Noah Eaton's
But-
here.
So on the internet, my bad. Get back in the
I saw it on the web, the World Wide
Get
Web.
back on the 2000s. Saw it on the web or internet. See now you're that what's it called? The Eagles are better not to trade up because they in the history that they had more success not trading up. They just stayed at their place. Look at what they did with Fletcher Cox. You know?
Fletcher Clocks.
Dude,
He's
come
all
on, dude.
messed up right now.
Yeah,
We got him
Ralph-
on the web.
Ralph-
We got him internet.
Ralph's too worried about who's a winner and who's not. He's talking about the World Wide Web over here and Fletcher Clocks.
And not for nothing, but you see a lot of coaches that the Philadelphia Eagles had under their coaching staff, like a Jeff Fisher, okay? And Jeff Fisher was with the Titans. He was very successful with the Titans. Right now, I mean, that trade.
Right now, he needs to go to USC.
So you think he's done for the NFL? You think he?
Well, I think-
you think his career is basically faded.
I think the next time that USC job becomes open, it goes to Jeff Fisher. Remember, he's a USC graduate. And I just, I think it's a perfect fit. It's a good transition. USC likes that type of history. Remember when Pete Carroll transitioned over from the NFL over to there, and Pete Carroll didn't even have the connection to the university that Jeff Fisher does. So I think Jeff Fisher is going to be USC's next head coach whenever that position next becomes available.
I'm just saying
the moment. And do you think Jeff Fisher really wants to go to Los Angeles? I mean, go from being in St. Louis, like a franchise, St. Louis Rams.
That's the other side of it. If he wants to be in St. Louis, and guarantee you he'd rather be with US.
Nobody cares.
If he wants to be in Los Angeles,
shut up about the Rams. They suck.
Well, that's my point.
Nobody cares about football in St. Louis. Last night, the St. Louis Blues, the hockey team, came out warm-ups with a St. Louis Cardinal logo on their jersey. You think anybody else cares about football? They're hockey. It's a baseball city, dude.
It is a baseball city. It's a baseball and hockey.
Nobody cares about football or hockey.
But that's my point.
You just won 3 World Series in the last 5 years. I mean,
it's always been a baseball city.
It's always been considered baseball.
But no, I feel you on that. I'm just saying it's even more. You
don't see the Rams coming out with
the second
Blues
most
logos.
No,
I understand.
You don't see the Blues coming out with Cardinals or Ram logos for warm-ups.
I got that.
They're coming out with St. Louis Cardinals. It's a baseball town.
No, but I know that.
That's my point, Sean. If Jeff Fisher is going to be in Los Angeles, where's he going to rather be with? USC or the Rams? He's going to be in Los Angeles either way since the Rams are there now. But
I'll coach college football.
I'd rather go play. If I'm going to live in Los Angeles, I'd rather be with USC then. Yeah. Get the hell out of here. Rather play in the Pac-12 with that type of all those resources to be able to bring in. And you think they can already recruit? They've got, I don't even know who's the coach out there. Chip, whatever the heck his name is out there. Something Chuck. Who's the guy they just hired? The guy that was temporary. That's no longer temporary. Whoever he is, he's going to have no problem recruiting out there. So what do you think is going to happen if Jeff Fisher became the head coach? Plus, not to mention Jim Mora's at UCLA. Think of that little rivalry. Jim Mora Jr. at UCLA and then Jeff Fisher at USC. Oh, how much fun. I like it.
Just saying.
It's good fantasy.
Nobody cares about the Rams or the Blues.
So why are we talking about them?
Because they're irrelevant.
Yeah, I know. We got ADD.
Well, Rev, I'm going to say no one cares about the Rams and the Blues because they blew for years. If I absolutely am horrible.
I actually disagree with the Blues side. I actually think the Blues have a legit fan base out there in St. Louis. They love hockey out there.
I'm saying that St. Louis has always been a baseball.
Yeah, you're not going to be able to top baseball in St. Louis. There's not going to be anything that ever comes in there and be able to top it.
Yeah, I agree with you.
It's kind of like college football in Alabama.
And it's always been a baseball town. But it's even more of a baseball town when you're successful and you're polishing off World Series championship rings. You have dynasty. 3 championships equals a dynasty. They have a dynasty, bro.
Their stadium is sponsored by Busch Beer, because Busch is located 2 blocks away from the stadium.
Yeah,
Budweiser and all the beers. It's just it's Anheuser-Busch. There's a lot of beers in that family. But think about their identity with that city. Obviously Anheuser-Busch is one of the biggest beer breweries in the nation. They make 10 different types of beers. Their brewery is in downtown St. Louis. And for years, they've had an agreement
from the stadium,
with the stadium, Busch Stadium. You know what I mean? And the old Busch Stadium going all the way back how many years, and now the new Busch Stadium. That's how much that team is St. Louis. You know what I mean? So much so that their stadium is represented by the biggest business venture in the city of St. Louis, Anheuser-Busch.
The whole state of Missouri is a baseball
But
city.
can I ask you guys a question? You're going to tell me that the fan base in St. Louis are not sickened that their football team, their professional football teams,
nobody cares about the St. Louis Rams. Nobody cares about the Rams.
The glory days.
There's more original St. Louis Cardinals fans out there.
There's a bigger fan base out in LA than there is in St. Louis for the Rams.
But what's the number one sport in America? It's the NFL.
Yeah, but not in St. Louis. It's not
in St. Louis, though. It's baseball, dude.
All right. Listen, no, Sean, because you're right. What's the most popular sport in the country? Football. Yeah. Go down. The NFL, right?
NFL.
Go down to Alabama. I guarantee you, NFL is not the most important, not the most popular or important sport down in Alabama. It's not. Football is the most important sport. But the NFL's not. They don't give a damn about the NFL. They care about college football and high school football.
You brought up a good point. How about Ohio? Because I've been to Cleveland, Ohio. You're going to, because they're so big on the Buckeyes. They love their Ohio State Buckeyes.
It's because the Browns stink.
The Browns, you got the Cincinnati Bengals, which, have, do I really got to say more about them? They go to the playoffs.
I like Cincinnati.
But they go to
the Bengals, just the city.
They go to the playoffs every year, and they're out, one and done. I've
been to the Cincinnati Reds Hall of Fame. I've been to both stadiums right outside of them. I like the city of Cincinnati.
How is the Cincinnati Reds Stadium?
Oh, it's beautiful. It's right in downtown.
Is it small?
I mean, look, I wouldn't say it's
Hitter's
small.
Park.
Once you get inside, I mean, it's beautiful. I mean, it's friendly for hitters. I wouldn't say it's small, but
Hitter's Park.
how Fenway and like Wrigley are located like right off of a street in main downtown area, and you could just walk off the street into the stadium.
Yeah.
You do the same thing like that with the Cincinnati Reds Stadium with Great America Ballpark. It's not like the Philly Stadium where you got to enter the complex, drive in and park, and then finally walk to the stadium. You could just walk like right down the street, just enter right into their stadium and pay at the gates.
I like that. But
but it's also located.
Philadelphia's got to be that city that's got to be difficult.
It's also located like in the heart of downtown Cincinnati, which is a little bit different from where CBP's at, which is more tucked away in Philadelphia a little bit. It's not quite in downtown. You know what I mean? Like the University of Pennsylvania is in downtown Philadelphia. That's not quite where the Philly Stadium or the Eagle Stadium is located at. So it's just located a little differently. But the city's nice. It's just there's a Jimmy John's like right across the street from it. It's phenomenal.
They probably get a lot of business.
I'm sure.
Yeah,
I would. You just
St. Louis Rams.
think about it. I'm not going to pay $8 for your sandwich at the ballpark when I can go get a Jimmy John's sandwich for like $5.
I agree.
Why pay a $9 like meatball sandwich?
Well, back on the Eagles, just saying they shouldn't trade up. Don't trade up. Please don't trade.
Listen, I agree. I don't think they should trade up, but I think it's becoming a serious, realistic possibility. Jeffrey Lurie is at these workoups. Why in the blue hell is Jeffrey Lurie at the workouts for Carson Wentz?
Today is Carson Wentz and Paxton Lynch. It's today.
The Paxton Lynch workout's definitely today, and then Carson. I'm not sure if the Wentz.
Today. They're
Wentz
together. Together today.
Yeah, they're bringing them both in. Yeah, and Lurie's going to be there.
Andy Reid is so delusional about what happened 15 years ago or whatever like that when he hired Andy Reid.
Yeah.
Okay, and Andy Reid did what he had to do. Okay, with drafting Donovan McNabb in '99. All right,
it's not 1999.
But
when you can
I
draft
agree.
the number one quarterback and have him say it's different times now.
But what did Andy Reid do when he first came in? He got his quarterback. That's what I'm trying to say.
That was my point from the beginning. Right? If they do it, Doug's going to want to do it just to get his guy.
They want to mirror
that. Exactly. And if Doug thinks, hey, one of these guys are my guys, just like his mentor did, and just like Jeffrey Lurie sees Andy Reid, they'll pull the trigger and say, hey, if you think that's your guy,
I agree with
do
it.
Get that scares me.
And we're gonna suck for 15 more years.
But if they think it's their guy, they might do it. And I'll just say right now, as serious as this seems like it's a possibility to be, like it's a serious possibility at the moment. Jeffrey Lurie has made it. It's not like they've shot it down. He's at the workout. They're talking about how serious the workout. Why even work out the guy this close to the draft and all that unless you were seriously considering taking this guy and having to trade up to get him? Not to mention the report that mentioned the Eagles were one of 4 teams that could trade up.
Next 15 years if we get Carson Wentz. I don't see anything special.
Yeah, you know what we suck? If we give up 3 first-round draft picks our future, a guy like Fletcher Cox for one player, I'm telling you, we'll turn into Herschel Walker. And
here's the thing. I think Sam Bradford. If we traded up, Sam Bradford's clearly in the deal. He's clearly going to be one of the pieces involved in that trade.
I don't want to see Sammy go, though.
I don't give a damn about Sam Bradford. I'll buy his bus ticket out of here. Jesus, go. Jump on the next bus out there.
But if we'll go after, if we'll swap like a youth for Sam Bradford, okay,
might as well not even sign him to the contract.
But I can't give up.
But that's my point.
The next 3-year first-round draft pick
and Fletcher.
That's what I don't get.
I can't do it, bro.
If this is their plan,
Philadelphia logic. Let's go waste money to go get a quarterback.
If this was their plan and they wanted to, this is why I just don't think they have a direction. They had an idea of what they wanted to do, and they're now flying by the seat of their pants. Because if you really initially were thinking about trading up in the draft to get one of these guys, why in the blue hell would you even sign him to his extension? Why give him 2 years and $36 million? Why not just sign Chase Daniel and say, hey, if we don't get the guy we want in the draft, we'll just ride with Chase Daniel for a year. If we stink, great. Then we've got Chad Kelly and Deshaun Watson coming out next year, and we'll make another run at it then. I just didn't get it.
And we all agreed a couple weeks ago that the quarterback class next year is a lot better than this year.
I think so.
A lot better.
So let's
at least the top 2 quarterbacks at the top of that list. Yeah,
that's telling us let's stay put at 8. Don't go and jeopardize our future for next 3 or several years and give them.
Think about this for a possibility. This is the other side I don't get it. We got to take a break right after this, but this is the other side I don't get about it. Jared Goff in every mock draft that I've seen is going, over the past few weeks, he's going 7 to the 49ers. That's 1 pick ahead of us. If he doesn't go 7 to the 49ers, he's on the board when we pick at 8. Really, if you really wanted to get your quarterback, you might have a chance to get him at 8. And if he fell to you at 8, now at least maybe it's not such a bad pick because you were going with the best player on the board, philosophy. We wanted to take the best player on the board, and for us, that was Jared Goff, so we made the move. And now you didn't have to trade up at all, right? You didn't have to do anything. You got your guy you wanted at 8. I just don't understand the idea
I don't.
of giving up something to go up and get something that you at this point. It just seems like you don't really need, or just was never part of the initial plan. It seems like this has become a late idea. Like initially they're like, nope, we've got our guy in Sam Bradford, and now they are. They're pushing the panic button, and they want to go, oh, now we've got to at least check him out because maybe we'll like him so much we'll fall in love with him and we can draft him.
Zach, to make a move like that, you have to be in love. Absolutely head over
Well,
heels.
that's what scares me.
I know.
In order to hire Doug Peterson, you got to be in love.
And I'm going to tell you this: if they happen to get the 8, and they're just say the 3 picks that the Philadelphia Eagles wanted are not there. Okay?
Yes.
What I would do, and when it gets to 7, what I would do is saying, who wants this 8th pick? Who's interested? And then I would, then I would rob this.
Nope.
No, I would rob the dumb teams, right? Because there are dumb teams. You look at the Tennessee Titans, what they did with DeMarco Murray.
Yeah.
Okay, 13 spots down, and basically a 3rd-round draft pick for DeMarco Murray with that contract. Okay, you look at the Miami Dolphins with the Byron Maxwell and the Kiko Alonso deal.
Yeah.
Okay, dumb moves. All right, so there are retarded teams out there that will do something like that. Okay, so what you do is you rob. Who wants the 8th overall draft pick? Okay, you go and you get a 1st-round draft pick. You go and get maybe 2 second-round draft picks or something.
And you go Derrick Henry in the 2nd round.
You go.
Let's go, Zach.
You go and you milk out other teams and you become good. I'm just saying. I mean, that's what I would do.
Derrick Henry.
I'm counting the 10 in my head, Sean.
No, listen. Say happens your Hargrave's not there. Okay. Say happens if your Stanley's not there. Say happens if your 7 draft picks are not there. Would you do it, Zach? Zach, would you do it?
I'm sorry, I wasn't listening. I was trying to not spaz out over Ralph across the table.
But would you? No, seriously. In all honesty, if your picks are not there, if you have a checklist, the Philadelphia Eagles have a checklist,
right,
and their loves are not there. We'll say loves, make a plural, are not there. Will you try to rob another team to get more picks, 2nd-round draft picks, maybe a 1st round next year? Would you try to go and milk it out and get 4 picks for one?
What the trade? I'm not trading out of 8. No, there's too much talent that I can get at 8 out of any of those players that I can draft.
You're not in love with any players.
But I am.
But your players are gone. Zach,
they're all going to be gone? Vernon Hargraves, Laquan Treadwell, they're all gone?
Gone.
That's a stupid question.
I'm just, Zach, come on, we're talking right
What's this, hypothetical?
Yeah, hypothetical.
I don't like hypothetical questions.
I'm just saying, just say it happens. Just say the Dallas Cowboys go and they pick Dallas Cowboys wind up throwing and they get Treadwell. So they have Des Bryant on one side and Treadwell.
Can I answer the question when we come back?
Okay.
Sure. All right, cool.
Think about it. Right?
Yeah, I'll think about it. I'll think about it. That's exactly what I'm going to do. I'm going to spend my entire break thinking about it. It's the Rundown on A2DRadio.com. We're brought to you by Romeo's Termite and Pest Control, your local pest control provider, a family-owned and operated business. Give them a call at 856-341-3927. Visit the website, romeospestcontrol.com.
You're listening to the worldwide leader of Real Talk, A2DRadio.com.
This is Tom Arnone, owner and operator of A2DRadio.com and host of Agree to Disagree. If I want to go check out a ball game, there's no better place than the Phillies Sports Bar located 31 South Black Horse Pike in Runnymede, New Jersey. With over 40 plasma and HD TVs, a brick oven, a 2-story deck, the sports bar has surpassed everyone's expectations. From the one-of-a-kind sports memorabilia to life-size sports figures, the bar stays true to its name. The Philly Sports Bar will provide quality service along with outstanding variety of the finest liquors and well-known beers in a family-friendly environment while remaining true to what they are, the best darn sports bar. That's the Philly Sports Bar, located in Runnymede, New Jersey.
A2DRadio.com is proudly sponsored by Gibson Mayer LLC Certified Public Accountants. Gibson Mayer, located in Yardley, PA, is a leading accounting and business consulting firm with a proven track record of handling critical issues with expertise across many different industries, including construction, distribution, hospitality, manufacturing, real estate, service trades, merchandising, professional services, and professional athletes. Give them a call at 215-369-3300. That's 215-369-3300. Your initial consultation is always free, and if you tell them that Tom and Mike from AM and the PM sent you, you'll receive 15% off all income tax services completed by February 15th. That's Gibson Mayer LLC, Certified Public Accountants, 215-369-3300, or visit them on the web at www.gibsonmayer.com. That's gibsonmayer.com.
Hey guys, Rob Povia here from Fantasy Dominance Now and the Hockey Happy Hour with a quick question. Are you in need of a professional home improvement? Then contact Harry's Contracting, 609-638-6336. That's 609-638-6336. No job too big, no job too small. The owner, Harry Ernst, is a fully licensed general contractor. Tile work, bathroom and kitchen remodeling, and just about everything else. No matter what you need, Harry will leave your home looking as beautiful as ever. Harry's Contracting offers free estimates, and if you mention HED Radio during the estimate, Harry will give you 15% off the quote. Give him the job, tack on another 5% for a total of 20% savings off his already insane low prices. So contact Harry's Contracting today, 609-638-6336, or email harryscontractimprovements@gmail.com. Harry's Contracting, insane home improvements.
The Rundown, only on HUDradio.com.
This is the Rundown on A2DRadio.com. Turn my headset down a little bit, Matthew. Feel like I've been yelling at myself for like the last 20 minutes. There we go. All right. The Rundown on A2DRadio.com. We're brought to you by Phillies Sports Bar, located 31 South Black Horse Pike in Runnymede, New Jersey. Give them a call at 856-939-4322. Email info@phillydiner.com. Visit their website, www.phillydiner.com. We're going to move on from this Eagles talk. We're going to go to Phillies opening day.
First of all, did you think about it?
I didn't think about anything during that break. I told you even you didn't pick up my sarcasm before we went to break.
All right, so you're going to tell me?
Yeah, I'll think about it all
real
right.
quick. So you're going to tell me that you wouldn't milk another team out, another retarded franchise that wants to go and once I need this player so bad, but the Eagles want 4 draft picks.
We'll do it.
2 first-round draft picks, 2 second-round, or maybe 2.
We'll do it.
I would do it in a
Sure,
heartbeat.
Ralph. Sean, I'll do it.
In a
I don't know who did that.
Dude,
you guys are interchangeable idiots at this point.
You can get another first-round draft pick, a second-round, maybe a third-round draft pick. You can rob teams.
Just saying that
rob
teams. Not there.
Yeah, I'll do it. Sure.
Okay.
Sure.
Okay. So you're agreeing to disagreeing. That's what
I don't.
You're rolling.
I don't care one way or another. That's my whole point. Is like I don't care. Stay at 8, pick one of your players, or move out.
But
I
would love to rob a team. I'm telling you, man.
The players
with Bonnie and Clyde on him.
I'm just saying when you get a couple All Pros or Hall.
He didn't get that.
At least
Ralph.
one Hall of Fame router. I'm just saying,
he didn't get that.
Come on,
He's saying,
man.
dude. But if the players are there, I'm taking them.
But if they're not,
and I'm
not.
What are the realistic chances?
Zach, the Eagles are panicking right now.
Well,
you don't think they're going to panic?
Yeah,
even more
probably because they realize that Sam Bradford and Chase Daniels stink.
When is the draft? 29 days from now, right? So April what?
April 27th,
okay,
maybe April 17th.
When April 27th comes around and the Philadelphia Eagles are on the clock,
and we draft another Marcus Smith at our 8th overall draft pick.
Listen,
another
let's go Eagles, baby.
If Ronnie Stanley, Vernon Hargraves, Laquan Treadwell, if they're all gone, I'll take Jack Conklin.
Oh my God!
We were going to take him. There was a chance we were going to take him at 13 anyway.
You just want to take him to take him. But if a team comes in there and says, we really want this pick,
All right,
we'll give you 4 draft picks.
So you give me the 20th and like the 27th pick. Who the hell am I taking at 20 and 27?
No, I'm talking about next year. We'll take it. We'll swap picks.
So you want me to not like get somebody that's like you want me to not get some talent in here this year?
Zach, this year we'll give the Philadelphia Eagles.
Watch.
We'll give the Philadelphia Eagles our 2nd round draft pick. Okay, our 1st round draft pick next season. By the way, you're swapping picks. 1st round for this year. Okay, you're getting a 1st round draft pick next season. All right, a 2nd round draft pick this season, a 3rd round draft pick this season. Okay, and maybe another 3rd round draft pick next season. Okay, so you're basically getting 4 or 5 draft picks for one player. You're not going.
No, I hate it. I hate it now.
Oh
See,
my
you're trying to talk me. I hate it. I hate you. And I hate both of you.
And the team that we go trade with, I don't know. Say we traded with the Chargers. They go win a Super Bowl, and now we have the 32nd pick.
But here you go.
How funny
but here you go.
Be?
We do what you guys do. Eagles panic, and they go draft a Brandon Graham. Or they go throw a monkey wrench, or the fireman, a Danny Watkins. Yeah. Okay, I would be sick over if we find out a team offered the Eagles 4 or 5 draft picks. Okay, and we got a scrub, a guy that couldn't make it on the field, a guy that is a 28-year-old fossil. Okay,
I'll just stick at 8 and know that I'm happy with what's going to be available there.
I would vomit.
The Eagles are going to panic on April 27th when there's an hour.
I'm about to panic.
I'm panicking right now.
You don't shut the hell up over there.
They're going to draft. They're going to trade up to get Carson Wentz. We're going to ruin the future. And now we're going to suck for 15 more.
What the hell is the future?
I don't know.
The future?
Yeah, we really got him off.
I know. Yeah, he's all.
The future.
The future.
It's the future.
So Phillies opening day is tomorrow, Ralph, or 2 days from now, whenever. I've lost track of where the heck I'm at the moment. You guys are crazy. And what? The Phillies are still winning opening day? Still winning 50 games for you?
They're getting
still winning 50 games.
They're getting probably 7.
Listen, me and my mom are going to the 2nd game of the home. No, not when Nola pitches. When
you want the homestand April 11th, the one that starts April 12th.
Yeah, speaking of the Phillies, I heard they have a new offer out. They just had on the radio. The Phillies are offering. I think this is a good deal.
12 games for $50.
I love it, dude.
And
what was
it? Yeah, beer's going to be like $9.50 though
in the month of April. But
that's how they're going to get you.
No, I understand that, and that's why you tailgate, you pre-tailgate in the parking lot, and you get your buzz on before the game even starts. You know what I mean?
So I'll do it. You want to do it?
But still, seriously, that's awesome.
I'll go to a baseball game.
Yo, bro,
12 games for $50.
$50.
No, I'm not. Like I'm going $12.
That's a deal.
12 games for $50.
I don't even have $50 like to go buy food with at the moment.
Still, I mean, but still,
worried about buying some crappy Phillies tickets.
You know why?
I'll walk up to the gate.
Why in April?
And get a seat in the upper deck.
They're gonna suck.
On game day.
You might as well go see them early.
Yeah, but you say crappy team.
I'd rather go see him in July when J.P. Crawford and Nick Williams and Jorge Alfaro and all the fun people are up.
But
they're going to Capel.
And they have 20 wins.
You agree with me that they're going to have 70 wins here, right?
I think they could win 80 games.
80.
And
I think they could be a 500 ball club.
They have 20 wins in the month of June. They're going to suck, dude. They suck. Stop. You're riding the hope train right now.
Ralph,
what are you riding over there? Are you sure you're not riding on cloud 9 or something at the moment?
Yeah, he thinks they're going to beat the.
He sounds like he's in too good of a mood.
He thinks they're going to set the record for the worst record in sports.
They are.
He's an idiot.
That's crazy.
He's an idiot.
They are.
He's like these people.
We're the Houston Astros, dude, right now.
The Houston Astros made the playoffs
2 years ago. I'm saying 2 years ago. 2 years ago, they won freaking 51 games.
Yeah, we've got the number 1 pick in the draft this year. Yes, you're right.
2013,
we've got the top pick in the draft.
2013, they won freaking 51 games.
Yeah, since you're such a baseball fan, who do you take with the number 1 pick in June in the amateur draft?
No,
I don't know. It's like we're all like aware of who the top high school prospect is.
Some kid from Florida. There you go.
Some kid from Florida. Good chance. Florida, Texas, or Georgia.
There you go.
No, I heard that there's a number 1 prospect the Phillies going to get. He's a stud pitcher.
Yeah. Another pitcher.
That's what I'm hearing
nice.
Right now.
Yes.
Well, if he's a college
pitcher, hits you home runs.
If he's a college pitcher,
I want a guy that hits
college pitchers. If he's a college
freaking Bobby Abreu.
Bobby Abreu stunk. Bobby Abreu could hit. Bobby Abreu was on steroids. He could hit. Bobby Abreu was a line drive machine, but the guy couldn't play defense to save his ass.
At least say Mike Trout. At least
Bobby Abreu could hit. I mean, he was like a line drive machine.
Mit Trout's on the
downfall. But God forbid you hit a fly ball over his head and made him run back towards the wall.
Mike Trout's going to be on the downfall.
Why?
He's not going to get any pitches to hit no more.
Great. Barry Bonds used to get like a half a pitch to hit per at bat, and he still hit 50 home runs in a year.
No, that ain't going to happen. It ain't going to happen in this day.
You're going to have to.
This day
You're
era.
still going to have to.
Mike Trout's still going to hit 30 homers and steal 30 bases and hit 300. So
Nope.
he's not going to hit 340 like he did, you know, and he's not going to hit 45
Nope.
bombs and steal 45 bases again.
Nope. They ain't going to pitch to him. Nope. You're going to get every pitch on
He's
the
still got
outside
Albert
of the plate.
Pujols.
You're gonna
Albert
get a
Pujols
pitch-
is hitting behind him.
Nope.
We kind of have to pitch to Mike Trout at some point when Albert Pujols is in this lineup.
Listen, I'll pitch to Mike. I won't pitch to Mike Trout. I'll pitch to Albert Pujols.
Great. Albert Pujols at like 330 last year.
All right,
Hit
Ralph,
35 homers again.
Here's
Bro,
the
I'll just
scenario.
throw him curveballs.
Ralph, here's the
in the
scenario.
third.
Here's the
We'll go
scenario
after
for
it.
you. All right, here's the scenario.
What are you talking about?
Bases are loaded. Bases
Yeah.
are loaded. It's tied 4-4.
I'm hitting Mike.
You
Trout
guys
in the
give me a
shoulder.
headache.
Bottom of the 9th inning.
I'm hitting Mike Trout. in
Mike
the shoulder.
Trout is up the bat. Are you pitching him?
Everything outside, bro. Everything outside.
You're gonna walk him. You're gonna.
I'm going to throw a fastball at his head.
No, I'm gonna hit him in the shoulder with a curveball.
Game over.
No,
Throwing a
Game over. You
fastball
had
at
to
his
pitch
head.
him. You had
no,
to pitch
you
him.
don't.
If bases are loaded, it's bottom
You
of the
throw
9th inning.
outside.
You
dude.
have to pitch to
You
him.
throw
Ralph.
outside.
You're gonna walk him. He's too smart.
I'll
He ain't
throw him
gonna
high
play that
fastballs.
garbage.
I'll throw him high fastballs because the numbers say he struggles with high fastballs more than any other pitch.
Yeah,
Now,
but you,
him struggling is hitting like 270.
yo,
but, you know.
you have to pitch to him.
Yo,
What I'm
listen,
saying is you
I'll
have to
throw-
pitch
I'll
to
put
him.
it around the strike
pitch,
zone.
My first pitch will be a
But
sinker.
you're still gonna pitch to him.
Yo, my
Probably.
first
You're
pitch.
not gonna go. Hey, let me give 4.
No,
Let me get
I'll
4
throw,
over
I'll
here.
throw. I'll throw some like fastballs on the outside of the plate.
Bro.
Get him. Dude, he's gonna reach. He's a young kid. He's gonna make some stupid mistake when the game's on the line.
He's like a fourth-year player now. He's won an MVP award, but he's a young kid. He's a young kid. He still makes mistakes.
Dude, I'm telling you.
Ralph, do you agree?
He could have won 3 MVP awards at this point.
Ralph, do you agree? He's the
Well, he's
best
not a
player.
winner. You don't get a ring.
Ralph,
He's not a
Oh
winner.
my God.
He
Ralph.
was, Jesus Christ.
He based
He's
himself-
such an idiot.
he
I know.
based himself on everything with rings.
I know. He's such an idiot. This is like the idiots that try to tell me we should take Buddy Hield over Ben Simmons with the #1 pick in the NBA draft.
That sucks for you guys.
Let's move on to that here.
Going down.
Yeah. By the way, who's the player the other day that you were blowing, saying that he's great, he's going to dominate Villanova?
Oh yeah, Buddy Hield.
He was.
Yeah, Buddy Hield
He
is.
was going nuts about Buddy Hield.
Villanova.
Listen, I like Buddy Hield. I like Buddy Hield. I think Buddy Hield can be a superstar, but he's not the #1 pick. He's not the guy over Ben Simmons.
Yeah,
I'm
when
sorry.
you
He's
have
not
that-
that
when you-
guy.
You guys
Yo.
can have Ben Simmons. I'll take Buddy Hield over Ben Simmons any single day.
Buddy
of the
Hield,
week.
in order for me to take Buddy Hield over Ben Simmons at #1, Buddy Hield's going to have to be a guy that's winning scoring titles in this game.
Right.
I don't think Buddy Hield's Steph Curry. I don't think he's going to average 30 a game. You know, he's going to be a nice player. He might average 20 a game. He plays good defense. He can get other people involved. The guy's going to be a scorer. He's a Klay Thompson in this league. Probably a little bit better than that type of guy. But the guy's not the #1 pick. He's not that type of complete prospect. Not the way Ben Simmons
You got to
is.
listen to a guy like Magic Johnson at the Hall of Famer and saying
Magic Johnson said it's the
best
closest-
player. He says
Oh
he's
my-
the he's
Well,
yeah, he
Magic
said he's the
Johnson's got the
closest
cure
player
to
to me.
AIDS.
Yeah.
Or he said
Forget about LeBron. I mean, he said it's the most complete prospect coming out of the draft since
Right.
LeBron, but he said it's the closest
Right.
prospect I've seen, closest young player I've seen to who I was as a player since I retired and left the game.
Exactly.
Magic Johnson's not going to fluff people and say he's the next Magic Johnson unless it's like,
And-
he's pretty sure about this. He doesn't want to look bad in 10 years when
And
that
Magic
guy's a
Jo-
complete bust like Kwame Brown or whatever.
And Magic Johnson's got the cure to AIDS.
Well, apparently he's still living, He's got HIV, not AIDS, but,
Same thing.
it's not the same thing. AIDS is going to
Same
probably
thing.
kill you. HIV
Same thing.
in today's world you can live with if you have the right medicine and you've got Magic Johnson's money.
Yep.
that's
why he's not
the
dead.
too big. You gotta have his type of money though. I mean,
Yep.
the money's the big thing.
Yep.
If you got Magic Johnson money, now you can afford the medicines to help
I'll
me live with
take
HIV.
with the second overall pick, Buddy Hield from Oklahoma. You
Well,
guys can have that.
See, I will say
I would
no.
take Ben Simmons all day
No,
long.
listen. I would say this. I'll say this though, because if Ben Simmons, say we somehow get screwed in the lottery again and we get the second pick in the draft, and whoever gets the first pick ends up taking Ben Simmons, I'll take Buddy Hield with the second pick over Brandon Ingram or Chris Dunn or any of those guys. But if we have the #1 overall pick, it's Ben Simmons, and you can't convince me
100%.
to take Brandon Ingram or Buddy Hield over him. It just won't
He ain't
happen.
a winner at LSU. He ain't gonna be a winner in Philadelphia. That sucks for you
Now,
guys.
let
yo.
me ask you something.
Why? Let me. Why?
Yeah,
Why
we're
can't he be a winner in
Yeah,
Philadelphia?
Yeah, we're gonna get the
Team
we're gonna
sucks.
get the Lakers.
You
pick,
guys
right?
are on the move.
Hold on.
We're gonna
Hold
get
on.
the Lakers.
Hold
pick.
Hold on. We'll pick this up on the because we're gonna have about 10 minutes when we come back from our final break. This is a good conversation to go out on. This might be something we're going to talk about in the future a little bit. Once the draft's over with, and we need to find other things to talk about other than the NFL, we might get into this NBA talk, and obviously the draft won't be too far, too far away once we get into April and May. So we're gonna have to talk about this. It's not a bad conversation to have. You're a Lakers fan, and
I'm a 17.
you're a Sixers fan.
Oh hell yeah.
Good. Say, we're going to score you when we come back. We're going to score you when we come
0-1,
back.
Bud. 0-1.
Jesus.
0-1.
What are you talking about?
Stop trying,
With the two best players in the game. With Shaq and Kobe. With Shaq and Kobe. Kobe wasn't even good at that
Tyronn
point.
Lue got eaten up by AI. AI ate him
Yeah,
up.
he did. He
Yeah.
stepped right over him.
Morsel.
Told him to go to hell.
Yeah.
How many?
He's telling Phil Jackson, please take him off.
Was it 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 rings Kobe's got?
This is the
God,
rundown on
God.
A2DRadio.com. We're brought to you by Gibson Mayer LLC, our certified public accountants. Give them a call, 215-369-3300. Visit their website. Excuse me, not their website. Go to their address, 301 Oxford Valley Road in Yardley, Pennsylvania. See, you got me so flustered over here, I can't even read these reads correctly. That's Gibson Mayer LLC, our certified public accountants. Again, 215-369-3300, 301 Oxford Valley Road in Yardley, PA.
Welcome in to the worldwide leader of what? Real talk, A2DRadio.com.
This is Head, your dude with the tunes from A to Z Classic Rock. When I'm hungry and in the mood for pizza or killer sandwich, I head to Legends Tap, located at 318 High Street, Burlington, New Jersey. Pleasant atmosphere, delicious pizza, kickin' sandwiches, great iced tea, soda, or if you prefer an adult beverage, they have that also. 318 High Street, Burlington, New Jersey, Legends Tap, the best pizza this side of the Delaware.
Hey, do you need to get your skills in shape? Then contact the Scanzano Sports Center, located at 5 Carnegie Plaza in Cherry Hill, New Jersey. You can give them a call at 856-889-3434 or visit them on the web at www.scanzanosports.com. John Scanzano offers individual, semi-private, and team training lessons in hitting, pitching, catching, outfield, along with turf rentals. The Scanzano Sports Center is equipped with a 31,000 square foot indoor facility, 4 batting cages, and a 4,000 square foot strengthening and conditioning room. So what are you waiting for? Contact the Scanzano Sports Center today.
A2DRadio.com is sponsored by The Sports Outlet, located 703 Black Horse Pike in Glendora, New Jersey. With over 40 years of customer experience, giving the latest in uniforms and equipment to sports enthusiasts of baseball, softball, football, basketball, hockey, soccer, and much more. Give them a call at 856-939-2030 or send them an email at sportsoutletnj@comcast.net or visit their website at www.sportsoutletinc.com for all of your sporting needs.
The Rundown, only on A2DRadio.com.
This is the Rundown on A2DRadio.com. We're live in the Legends Tap Studios, the best pizza this side of the Delaware. Give them a call at 609-386-3001. Go to 318 High Street in Burlington, New Jersey. Follow them on Facebook at Legends Tap. So we're talking Eagles in this final 5 minutes, Sixers in this final 5 minutes or so. And Sixers fantasy draft, if they were to get the number 1 overall pick, who's the better prospect? Ben Simmons, Buddy Hield, Brandon Ingram, somebody else? Who do you take at number 1? Now, there's obviously this possibility that we can get 2 first-round picks in the top 5, depending on what happens with the Lakers scenario.
Yeah, I think it's if we drop out of the 3rd, you guys have a possibility of getting, if the lottery, I think it's the 2nd and 4th
Second or fourth pick.
Yeah.
Wait.
No, the Sixers would get the first pick, and then if the Lakers win enough games, drop out of the third, the Sixers would get their pick too.
Oh,
so we'd have the first and then the Lakers pick.
So you're gonna tell me we have a chance to get Buddy and Simmons?
Well, that
don't tell me that.
That would be that's if best case scenario. You've got like the first and the fourth pick.
It's not gonna happen.
You'll become a Sixers fan.
You can get Ben Simmons at 1, and then hopefully Buddy Hield's still there for you to get at 4.
Oh,
it's not gonna happen.
Because Buddy Hield's the perfect player to play along somebody like Ben Simmons.
Hold on.
Or what if you trade? Now I would definitely trade for that. Move down 2 slots to get a guy like Buddy if you can get Wayne Simmons and Buddy. Oh man,
Wayne Simmons. I'm thinking
about the Flyers. I'm sorry.
Please, let's not draft Wayne Simmons. I don't want nothing to do with Wayne Simmons.
Well, you're really upset right now because the Flyers are an AC. Let's not talk about it.
The Flyers are irrelevant to me.
Come on.
The Flyers. Stupid.
I got them on my
business
model.
model.
Right now. I got them on my mind right now.
Yeah, I can see you're fraudulent. You're wearing a Sean Watson Flyers jersey.
That's right.
Was that the year of birth, 1991?
No, 88.
88.
Because my number's 19 and Scott Hartnell was 19, so I just flipped it 9.
That's fraudulent.
Well, guess what?
What?
Every player that I get, he's usually traded. Well, or they retire. You know what I mean? Like Danny Briere retired. I had a Danny Briere Flyers jersey. Played 7 seasons with the Flyers and then retired.
So you just need to rock the old school Lindros jersey.
I know, man, but I'm just saying, I got they can't trade me because I'm always
wear that Lindros jersey now. At least it's prideful to be a Flyers fan.
The top 3 pick for the Lakers is projected if they finish in the top third. If they fall out of the top third, it goes to the Sixers. So you'll guys have the first pick and the 4th pick.
They're not going to be in they're going to fall out of the top 3. They got no chance of being in the top 3.
Who, the Lakers?
Yes.
Dude, we only have like 12 wins this season.
Good for you.
It's the Sixers and then the Lakers. Everybody else, and then the Nets are 3. The Nets have more wins. The Nets have like 16 to 17 wins. They definitely have 16 to 17 wins.
Wow, how about this? Breaking news coming out that Yao Ming is going to be inducted into the Basketball Hall of Fame, the NBA Hall of Fame.
That's crazy.
Yao Ming played long enough and put up enough numbers to get inducted into the Hall of Fame.
Speaking of the Lakers, did you see D'Angelo Russell? What's happening with him?
Yeah, well, D'Angelo Russell and with his teammate Nick Young, right? Oh no, Steven Jackson. Man. Yeah, it happened with Steven Jackson, right?
No, it happened with Nick Young.
I knew Iggy Azalea, who obviously is going out with Nick Young, had comments on D'Angelo Russell's video about him. But then Steven Jackson, one of their other teammates, came out and said that pretty much his response to D'Angelo Russell was "snitches get stitches."
Yeah.
So
I got something for you. Speaking of Lakers, you know you're old when you play your father and your son. Look, and as a picture of Steph and his father and Kobe Bryant in both pictures. Oh. So Kobe Bryant played against Steph.
Steph's dad
against Del Curry.
Yeah.
Well, how about this for a fun fact? Del Curry was on the Raptors team that the Sixers beat in the 2001 playoffs to end up going to the NBA Finals.
Yeah.
Del Curry was in that series. He was a shooter for the Raptors.
Yeah. What happened to the Sixers in that finals? Do you know what happened?
They ran into the best basketball player on earth at that present time in Shaquille O'Neal.
Also 2 Hall of Famers, not to mention.
And I mean, Kobe was still young and was still developing as a player. He was good. He wasn't quite the superstar he was going to be in 5 years.
Dominated. He absolutely dominated.
Shaq was the best player on planet Earth.
Yeah.
At that point. And there wasn't anybody even touching him.
Right.
As of
you
had to fail him every time because he blew it 3 throws. I mean, his hands were so big he couldn't even hold a basketball.
Not to mention, if the current rules that were in place now that were in place then, we win that series. Remember, Shaq had those flapjack elbows. He had those giant elbows that he just swung around like Dwight Howard. And back then they didn't have that rule. He just elbowed the crap out of Dikembe Mutombo's face.
Oh, he ate him up.
Each game of that series, Dikembe's got the cuts on his face and everything else. That wasn't an offensive foul at that point. That's the Shaq rule. That's in the rule book now because Shaq used to get away with that. Every time Shaq catch the ball in the low block, what'd he do? High elbows, turn inside, right, swinging those elbows. And when you got these fire hydrants for elbows coming at you,
not only that, Zach, you had Robert Horry, you had Fisher. I mean, they had an unbelievable team.
Well,
so
and then they had number 8.
But
they had nobody that could defend Allen Iverson.
Oh my God! But just look at Allen Iverson. Allen Iverson basically single-handedly. Who was the MVP that year, Ralph, of the league?
It was Shaquille O'Neal.
No, it was Iverson.
It was Allen
I
Iverson.
thought you meant the
Who was the
finals.
MVP of also? I know All-Star Game is a popularity contest, but who was the MVP of the All-Star Game that year?
Allen
Allen Iverson.
But
So
that's
he
it.
cleaned up.
But at the end of the season, who got the ring?
Yeah, but again, though, that's the point. Look at it's Allen Iverson playing with Eric Snow as his point guard.
right.
Eric Snow,
Aaron
If he-
McKee.
It doesn't matter.
just terrible.
It doesn't matter.
So what
Doesn't
was it?
matter. Doesn't
Tyrone
matter.
Hill?
Yeah.
Remember
Does not
Tyrone Hill?
Yeah.
Was that who? George Lynch. Remember
George
Tyrone
Lynch.
Hill and
Oh,
George
yeah.
Lynch?
Yeah, come
Those are those are
Doesn't
forwards.
matter.
Oh my God, George Lynch. How about here's a
It
fun fact.
doesn't matter.
George Lynch won a national championship for UNC when they beat the Fab Five. The second year of the Fab Five going to the NCAA finals.
Yeah.
George Lynch was on that UNC
Well,
team.
that's my buddy John Brenner. He's big on the Fab Five. He
Oh yeah, the
absolutely
Fab
loves
Five was
the Fab
dominant.
Five.
Phenomenal.
He loves the Fab.
Somebody tell Chris Webber don't call a timeout in the corner.
Yo, my buddy John loves the Fab Five so much. He hates Villanova because he said they broke up the Fab Five. So he can't.
How in the hell did
stand
Villanova break up the Fab Five?
He absolutely can't stand.
I'm pretty sure what broke up the Fab Five was the fact that Chris Webber
Called
was
the timeout.
well, no, that's not what broke it up at all. Because he could have called a timeout. They could have won the national championship. He was going to be the #1 overall pick in the draft the next year anyway. That's why he left. Remember, he was the #1 overall pick coming out after his sophomore year. That's why he left. All that money was calling him. Hey, Chris, come to the NBA. That's what broke up the Fab Five. Then the next year, Jalen Rose was gone. And Juwan Howard, and that was it. I don't know what Villanova had to do with anything. This has been the rundown on A2DRadio.com. We do love John Brenner, though. John Brenner's
the man.
one of our loyal followers and listeners, always commenting on our page. He's awesome. It's been the rundown on A2DRadio.com. We're brought to you by Harry's Contracting, a professional home improvement. Go to Ewing, New Jersey, and give Harry Ernst a call at 609-638-6336. Email Harry's Contracting Improvements at gmail.com.